and welcome again to Expose TV. Today we are going to be having a conversation, a special edition actually. We're going to be comparing, or we're going to be looking at the old Expose and the new Expose TV. I mean, Expose TV has come a very long way, and today we are here to relive on beautiful memories that we have shared as a company and as a media house. I'm sure you are here to enjoy this conversation with us. So I would advise you stick around till the end and enjoy this with us. I'm not going to be doing this alone. My name is Damilola Babalola. I am here with two amazing personalities and we will be doing this together.
Yeah, it's good to be here, everyone. And of course, the CEO of Expose TV. It's great to be here. Damila, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Ma. You just heard from the CEO herself of the Expose TV.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's good to have you on the show. What's your name?
My name is George Williams.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, Mr. George is one of the founding fathers of the Expose TV, and we're going to be hearing from him. How was Expose for you?
Expose was actually a wonderful TV show.
Okay.
Back then, I was actually, when I go out, people like, okay, that is George of Expose, and all this talk and all that. So it was very wonderful working with Expose back then.
Okay, so from what you have said, it's the name alone brought fame.
It's a prestige working with Expose.
Okay, let's hear from you, Ma.
Expose, I don't know. George, is good to see you. I've not seen George in like 18,
I'm
no,
telling you.
like 15 years.
Yes,
15
15
years.
years.
Like 15 years. Because I remember that I got married and then, of course, I wanted to be a mother and for no reason. I remember back then that when we were at the office, all the companies that used to give us adverts will still call me, send Florence, send George, send this person, send to come and collect adverts for Expose. But at that point in my life, I just wanted to concentrate on being a mother. So for me back then, Expose was a wonderful experience. I was a young woman with all of these dreams, all of these passions, and with a team that was dedicated to the core. I thank people like this because it's great to see after so many years. And I thank people also like Florence, like Rose, who were the founding partners of Expose TV. Even Gloria was my first secretary. I don't think you met her.
No.
Yeah, you didn't meet her. You met the others, but you didn't meet Gloria. Gloria was wherever you are, Gloria, reach out to Expose TV. I need to appreciate you because we started from my living room. You knew us when I had an office.
Yes.
When the whole place, I had all my equipment.
Yes.
You knew Expose when we had all the equipment. There was a time Expose had no camera. There was a time Expose did not have an office. I didn't have my personal office. You didn't have your studio that you were operating from. The general office was not there. There was a time. So Gloria was there when I was in the living room, and she would come and take my notes from the living room. And from then, I remember Expose will go and rent for editing space, editing studio outside. I never shared this story with any of you because you didn't know it.
Yeah.
You understand? We will go and rent cameras outside. I remember back then I rent from Philip Chimnell Productions. I'll rent from I can't remember. Heavy Metal. Good. So I would rent from these people. And then, of course, we now began to get our equipment. I got the office and then had the wonderful team that came on board to now form what Expose was. Expose was a household name. But I leave you to say what you know about Expose.
Expose. Actually, back then, Expose wasn't just a TV program. It was a household name, just like my madam said. You understand? Expose back then, there is no TV. I can't. There's no any TV program that I can actually compare with Expose. As
Oh,
I'm
wow.
talking to you now,
Wow.
I've watched TV programs, and sometimes people will ask me, "Where is Lola? What is she doing now?" I didn't tell you this. Moses called me. I was like, "George, where is Lola now?" Moses was the one that introduced me to you.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, Moses was the one that introduced me. Moses was like, "George, where is Lola? What's Lola doing now?" It doesn't mean that when one get married, you just live your dream and all that.
She's back stronger
Yeah.
and better.
Amen. Amen. So Expose back then was wonderful. There is no TV program you can compare to Expose. So if Expose is coming up now, I don't know. I don't know the preparation. I don't know how far. But the new Expose now shouldn't be anything less than what it was before.
That makes me jittery in the inside because I know that you have put work on my leg.
So-
I just want to thank all the brands that believed in Expose. Expose had so many brands. If you remember,
Yeah.
there is no brand that was not like
Yes,
Expose.
yes.
We had MTN, Happy, Always, Nokia, Bailey's,
No chicken.
everything. We had everything. We had so many commercials.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had so many brands on Expose TV. I want to thank those brands who stood by that name, Expose, who believed in that name, Expose. And I want to also thank all our media partners, all the magazines
Yeah.
who believed in that brand, Expose. Expose is back now. I pray that, but I know we'll give it a go, that we can do what we used to do back then. It's going to be a challenge because times have changed.
Yes. Yes.
Times have changed. But the good thing is that Expose, from your own perspective, came from what angle? Even in those days, came from what? If you remember, we had all the glamour,
Yes.
we had all the education,
Everything.
we had everything on Expose. We were interviewing the best of personalities, governors, commissioners, everybody.
I think you should begin to showcase
All
the
of
old,
those
the old activities
of Expose.
Yes.
And I think that's why we are here to do a balancing of the old Expose and the new Expose. Now, everything we have all said is it just showed to us that there is power in taking people along, group work. It was not something you did on your own.
No, I couldn't have.
So this brings me to this question, Mr. George. What impact has Expose had on you professionally and personally?
There was a time I was speaking to my boss. He was asking me, how come you know all this? How come you can edit, you can do this one, you can do that one, only you? How come? After I finished school, it was struggle getting job and all that. I just had the experience of there is a studio. There was a studio on my street, so I just had the experience of going to the studio and do all that. Then there I met the man I just called his name earlier, Moses. So Moses was like, George, you don't know small thing now. Make I introduce you to somebody where you go fit the work with.
Yeah.
Coming to Expose, apart from just the timeline, I have an experience of the timeline, how the timeline looked like and all that. And I'm sorry to say this. I didn't know much about editing when I came to Expose. I was actually, I was dribbling myself around the timeline and all that. After so much, sometimes you shout and you do that. When I get home, I will go and sit down. I have a laptop there. I'll go and sit down and begin to edit most of the programs with the help of a colleague. We all learned the editing together. He will be putting me through and all that. So if it wasn't for Expose, I wouldn't actually, be so deep into production. If you notice, most of the time you have to correct me even while I'm behind the camera. George, it's not like that and all that. So Expose was actually the brand that grew me. Yeah. Expose was the brand that grew me. And I won't be where I am today if not for Expose.
That says a lot about the CEO. She has been she's a teacher par excellence. I
Yeah,
mean, even
yes.
here, she wants everybody to be involved in everything. Learn this, learn this, learn this, learn this. I'm not saying this for you for the now, because I know this is going to help you in future. She says that every time, almost every day. And that is going to bring me to the final question, and that's for you, Ma.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be the future of Expose, and how do you see Expose evolving?
You know, the future of Expose is in the hands of God.
Okay.
It's in the hands of the young team that I have around me. I have a new team of people around me. And I fight for my team. I push my team. He mentioned something. He's known me for very long. And he said, I will shout. Abi?
Yes.
But you know I'm coming from a good place.
Yes.
And none of you guys ever raised your voice to tell me why. That's one thing I like.
Yeah.
That's why everybody has grown. Expose has groomed people who have worked for governors. Expose have groomed people who have been married to big publishers. Expose have groomed people who was taken from Expose and taken to Ben TV London. Godwin. Hi, Godwin. You understand? All from Expose. Expose has groomed people. Expose has taken Tony. If you remember Tony.
Yes.
Tony is in France now.
Oh.
Yes. Doing very well. In fact, she wants to do a correspondence for the new Expose.
Wow.
Okay.
From there. So you see, once you can understand that this person that you are working with, I do not see the now. I see a product of whatever I do that you are going to go out into the future. And when you go out into the future, wherever you are, you can stand, defend your job, and your job will always make a way for you. So that's my own. So you see, I have a problem with some of the young people these days who want to argue, who want to say, oh, you don't know. And then I look at you and I know that, it's not possible for you to be on my team. Because I see, not now, I'm preparing you for what your future is going to be like. And Expose being the brand that is going to come back, it's already back. We're still coming back to dominate the airwaves. We're still coming back to give people what they've never seen before. So Expose is coming back rebranded. Expose used to be a 1-hour show.
Okay.
With all of different segments of the program. What we want to do, what we're trying to do now, is to bring back all these segments, but each segment has its own individual life. So we have come up with a network now where if you are talking Vox Pop is standing on its own. If you are talking fashion is standing on its own. If you are talking inspiration, it's standing on its own. If you are talking events, we are doing events coverage and it's standing on its own. Just under the name Expose. So Expose coming back, by the grace of God, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to take us even much, much where we did not even expect ourselves back then. I was a young lady, very young lady, with an already set up office, already set up staff, already set up studio. If, by the grace of God, and with a name that was dominating not just the airwaves, but all publications around Nigeria. If we could do it back then, I'm more experienced now. I'm more mature now. All I need to do is bring in my wealth of experience with the young people I see projecting into the future. And then we run together because this job is not a one-man job.
Well, what can I say? I'm actually speechless. This has been a very insightful conversation. Thank you so much, Mr. George. And thank you to our Miebu CEO, Mrs. Rola Oduba.
Thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure being on the show with you. We are excited. We are really excited to see what Expose is about to be, or what Expose is already, and what it is becoming in the future. Do well to stay with us for more thought-provoking
I thought
and
you would ask him
insightful.
before you go. Ask him what it was like to work for me.
Oh, okay.
And tell the truth. There's no lie here.
All
You
right.
spoke about how it was working for Expose. What was it like working for me?
Okay, before we go, Mr. George, we've heard from you about how it was like working for Expose.
Yeah.
What was it like working for Mrs. Lola?
Tell the truth.
Auntie, why do you have to bring this?
Tell the truth.
You know, one thing with me is that I don't lie and I don't beat around the bush.
Okay.
It was challenging.
Mm.
It was challenging. And it was fun too. I think then back then you were younger and I didn't want to talk, but if
Talk.
if not for the push,
I want you to talk.
if not for those push, you know, there was a time I was almost dropping out of the media job. I wanted to just go and do some other things, but your push. Sometimes I will say, this is a young woman who, if she can actually do all this, then that means I have more chance
Yeah.
in this industry. Do you know, I've created some content from the experience I got from Expose. If not challenges of finance and all that, maybe when you are asking, are you on your own now? What are you doing now? I would have, be able to talk like, okay, this is what is on ground now and all that. Apart from the challenges, the toughness of the job, I learned so much. Anything I am now, there is a man I'm working with presently. It's actually that same man that took me to work with Rochas.
Okorocha.
Yes. I handle all the, when it comes to writing, come to voice, come to editing, is it camera work, the picture and all that. I handle everything. One day this man was asking me, George, how are you able to get all this experience? As in, he want people from even his how do I call them, other brothers or that, to come and learn. But they are not, just like you said, the younger ones they are not ready to be imparted on. They feel if I can press phone and do one or two things, I know make how it. Yeah, but it's not like that. You understand? So it's your push during when we were working together that actually got me where I am today. So I would say working with you was a training ground.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much.
That's really nice. I would say, aside her push, I would say you were ready to learn. It's not only about being pushed. If you're not ready to do what you're being pushed for, there's nothing that can happen without your impact also. So I would say you were ready to learn.
Yes,
And that's really beautiful.
yes.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you.
George. And thank you so much to our amiable CEO. It's clear that you are an exceptional leader. And it's also clear that Expose TV has come a long way, and we are excited to see what's next for Expose TV.
Yeah, God helping us.
Thanks again for joining us on the show. And this is to you out there watching us. It takes a lot of determination and perseverance to, get to the top. And I hope that you have learned 1 or 2 or 100 from
I'm
our
still on my journey.
conversation.
I'm still on my journey. This journey has just started the second time.
I hope you've learned a lot from the
Oh my
conversation
gosh.
today, and do well to stay with us for more insightful and thought-provoking conversations on Expose TV. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Expose TV. Thanks again for staying with us. My name again is Damilola Babalola. Bye for now.